Meanwhile, the Seahawks, which we will be out there, by the way, speaking of Brock, he'll be out there with us for the NFL draft out at the Virginia Mason Athletic Center. And we will have wall-to-wall coverage of the draft. It'll be me, you, Brock. I think Bump will be there. Moyer will be there.
Yeah.
So it'll just be me teeing up all the experts. All you guys are going to bring in the expert analysis of everything that's going on. It's going to be fun. I always have fun out there during draft time.
Do you think the more I don't remember this many mock drafts, as far as just the pure number that we're exposed to, because
we could find them every single night. Here's the latest from this guy. Here's the latest from this guy.
And I don't know what changes for them, or maybe they hear something and they change their mock draft. But I feel like CBS, they must have like 20 guys.
They got multiple guys who do mock drafts on CBS.
Yeah, and they're doing the entire draft.
7 rounds, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of work. But I just think, I don't know, it'll be interesting to see. Of course, I don't know. I typically don't go back and look to see how accurate they are. But, if you don't hear from them afterwards, it means they didn't have a very good draft.
Yeah,
but if you do,
everybody's guessing.
Yeah.
Everybody's guessing. I don't get mad or hold it. They don't know what they're talking about. You're guessing. We're guessing. We don't know what any of these teams are going to do. You feel like you know what you feel they should do in your opinion, but they're working with a whole different set of facts.
Well, I went on with Bump and Stacy, and they were asking me about it and everything, and I'm like, and I think you probably would have responded the same way. Like, the more we talk to John, the more I have no idea what he's going to do.
No clue.
But
no clue what he's going to do.
But I liked this guy's mock draft, and the reason why is I raved about Leatu Latu on Friday, talking about how I think he's the most talented edge rusher in this draft. And they have him going to the Seahawks.
Yeah, ahead of Jared Verse, who a lot of people had in mock drafts going to the Seahawks, and even ahead of where they're picking. So
yeah, and just the review, Verse is the guy I was talking about. They got 31 reps at the combine. It shows up on the field, man. I watched him just entirely flat back a 330-pound offensive tackle. Now, he doesn't have to me, like I said, Latu is like a ghost. His pass rush moves are I think he's the best pass rusher in this entire draft. But I would love that. But it would also kind of keep in pace with, this would be like last year. Do we need edge rushers? Not really. I mean, you've got a couple of choices.
You might need them, but we don't go in saying that is a definitive hole.
Right. Well, and John will always tell you can't have enough pass rushers.
Right. Because we don't know what Taylor's going to provide. There's no assurance that, Uchenna's going to be exactly the same. Maybe it's a slow build for him. I mean,
same thing with Derek Hall.
Yeah,
maybe
he's unproven. We have no idea.
Jump. Yeah. So, and he was a second rounder, right? So
yeah,
we'll see if but it's sort of similar to what the corner situation was last year when they drafted Devin Witherspoon. So that's where I thought, I could see them doing that. And again, John says that you can't have enough of those guys. So, but I think if you look through this draft and just look who's ahead of him, they have Dallas Turner. I also profiled him on Friday. We talked about him, the kid from Alabama, and how he just moves around the field really efficiently. Like he just has an innate ability to understand like the right angle to take and how tight he should, go around on a stunt and things like that. He doesn't think about it. He doesn't really, you can tell it's just second nature for him. They have him at number 8. So maybe teams think that he is more of a talented pass rusher, but man, I was looking at Latu. I think he's the best.
Yeah, we'll
I'd be happy.
Yeah, it's the variation in these mock drafts is what I love, is that somebody will have him going to the Seahawks at 16, and then you'll look at another one and he's being taken in the top 10. And then another one, he might be picked 21st, or it's just, they're all over the map with all of these guys outside of the 3 quarterbacks at the top generally are all right there, but everything else seems to be in flux on all these mock drafts.